Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beyond Second Cognition. I'm Beall. The topic of this discussion is the escape the matrix hype. I do a lot of research on the internet like a lot of you people do. I see a lot of videos on YouTube, and something that's kind of got to a point of nagging me a little bit is all these videos out there promoting escaping the matrix. Oh, you need to escape the matrix. Most of this stuff is conspiracy propaganda, and it's not to say that some of the information is not valid, but I get tired of the hype where these people say you need to escape the matrix, but they can't tell you where you're going to go. Being aware of this conspiratorial stuff is not going to help you escape anything. If they're peddling ascension to the fifth dimension, or finding the divine spark within, or letting the universe guide you to where you need to go in your safe space, you're being peddled nonsense. So if you watch any of these videos, I advise you to pay attention to what is ultimately said in there and what kind of solutions they offer. And I'll bet you 99 times out of 100, or maybe even 100 out of 100, you don't get any solutions at all. Escape the matrix, when you see that in these videos, as far as I'm concerned, is nothing but clickbait. It's there to lure you into finding out about the conspiracy, but there's no solutions. There's no escape. It's all nonsense. And here is the one part about escaping the matrix that none of these videos or websites will ever tell you. Half the matrix that you need to escape is in your own mind. The matrix is found in your beliefs and your fears and the things you don't want to let go of. Even if you are aware of it in the external world, the stuff still rules your mind on the inside. So until you clean up the internal part of the matrix in your own mind and dump your own garbage, you're not escaping from anything. Because your own mind and your own fears and your own beliefs hold you prisoner more than the external events in the world. In fact, if you clean up the internal matrix by doing the psychological house cleaning that we advocate in our videos and books through the process of ridding yourself of the Hapim virus habits, you can escape from that part of the matrix to where the external part of the matrix doesn't eat you alive with fear and doubt and worry. But you'll never see any of these videos tell you about the internal matrix that's in your mind that keeps you captured. They may say, well, free your mind. Does any of these videos tell you how to do that? Or do they just spout the words without giving you any indicators of how you're supposed to perform this function like we do? So if you go out there and you look at these videos, you have to consider all these things, because most of the matrix landscape resides in your own psyche. And until you clean up your own psyche, you're not getting out of any matrix, because it's the psyche that keeps you bound in the matrix through those fears and beliefs. And that's all predicated on the Hapim virus habits. So how much do you think running away from the external world or knowing about the conspiratorial view of history is really going to free you if most of it is in your head anyway? So when you watch these videos, and I know that a lot of our viewers watch these videos, pay attention to what these people are trying to sell you and see if they offer any genuine solutions, or if they're just spouting shit out without any genuine solutions. Now, if they're peddling find the divine spark and let the universe do it for you, then they're pissing up a rope. They're selling you a mystical doctrine that has no basis in fact or reality. If you want to fall for that stuff, then you're not going to find any solutions, because still the matrix resides inside. If you add this belief to mystical solutions like that bogus 2012 shift in consciousness shit that never really happened, then you're just creating another mental form of the matrix by hooking your wagon to that mystical belief. If you want to escape from the matrix, you need to start escaping on your internal landscape from your psyche. Do the psychological house cleaning to get rid of your fears and your beliefs and the things that hold you bound to that external matrix. Because even if you're aware of the external tyranny, if you don't get rid of the tyranny in your own mind, you're not going to escape anything. So, for those of you doing the work, stay the course and don't give up on yourselves.